Guys, we're back at the 9 Mile job. It's been a while since I've updated you with what we've got going on here. For good reason. There was a little bit of a hiccup. Let's just get right into it. So, with the excavation of this basement, we ran into a bit of a delay, and that delay came in the form of over digging the basement by 2 feet. Huge problem, because now it's not virgin soil anymore. It's soil that we had to bring in essentially because we had to fill back up because these basement walls were going to be 9 feet tall, which the plans only call for 7. And the reason why 7 is because this is only going to be utilized as a space to store things, but primarily for the water heater and the HVAC. But essentially how that happened was this right here, you can't see it, but this is in line with the grade. The excavator ended up taking this as the top of the wall height and digging down 7 feet from there. Problem is, all of the other stem walls are about 30 inches taller than this point. From here, 7 feet down plus a 2 foot to reach the height of all of the other stem walls, we got into a problem where this basement was gonna end up being 9 feet deep, and that just wasn't gonna work out. I came back in here, I filled it back in, we had to compact it, bring water in, compact it, get it ready for footers, and once that was complete, then we were able to, pour the walls. And so it was a bit of a hiccup, a bit of a delay, but we are here today, we've made some progress. I'm gonna be cutting off of these tabs that hold the forms together while we pour. Cut that off so I can roll on a waterproofing membrane to prevent any water from getting in through this wall. Once that's done, my plan is to backfill this section first, and I'm gonna show you why. If you look down this section right here, right on this edge is where another footer and stem wall are gonna go to support the mudroom. This is a mudroom. So what we gotta do is primarily focus on backfilling this section, get it compacted and ready to pour a footer. I'm gonna get started on that, cut these tabs off, and start rolling on some waterproofing membrane. Don't worry guys, I got my PPE. And I'm always wearing safety glasses, so I'm chilling. So, basically, this is the tool I'm using for the job. It's a Milwaukee grind off. Let's see what is it actually called? Grinder. I'm using a diamond blade on it. If I were to use those black metal cutoff thing wheels, because I run into a lot of concrete right here, I mean, I'd cut through maybe 2, 3 and it'd be done. So this is definitely the blade of choice. The reason why I'm cutting it off is because I have an 18-inch roller. I could go around them, but the roller, I'll be able to get through this in like 10 minutes, maybe. It's like that old classic saying, you know, if you have 3 hours to cut down a tree, you spend the first 2 hours sharpening your axe. So that is what I'm doing. I'm sharpening my axe. So I'm doing this myself to educate you guys. Hopefully I'm doing it right. You know, let me know. I mean, you will. Let me know if I'm doing it wrong. But this is the product I'm using. It's a Dry Lock Extreme Concrete and Masonry Waterproofing. Great product. So I've read. So I got 15 gallons to hopefully get the bulk of it done. And then I'm using a 18-inch roller. I forgot mine at home. Classic contractor, I just bought one. And then yeah, 18-inch tray to make my life a lot easier. That's what that is. We're gonna roll this on now. So I just met with an engineer out here on site all day while painting this wall with this waterproof membrane. I'm thinking to myself, is it necessary to do it in this specific location? And the locations I'm referring to are the locations inside the garage, and then the locations from the crawl space to the basement. Talked about it back and forth because the soil is, it's like gravelly. This is all of it. It literally looks like they just dumped in pea gravel. So because it's very permeable, water's gonna drain in really fast. It's not gonna sit against the wall that long. So for that reason, as well as the fact that we'll have gutters, we figured that this wall and then those other two interior basement walls that I painted were basically a waste of time. I mean, it'll be nice. It's an extra layer of protection. But the only wall that really matters is this one exterior side. And with it, I painted the footer as well. When water does get there, it's not gonna go underneath the basement wall through the footer. So got that finished. I'm gonna hop in the machine now and get to backfilling over here. And then that's about it for today. So I started backfill, made some progress. This is where we're at on this side. We got a ways to go. And then I'm gonna work my way over here. Hopefully OSHA doesn't show up. And we made more progress over here. So, got all that backfilled. I got one of my guys coming over to the job site here tomorrow. We're gonna finish backfilling this, and then we'll be ready for pouring that last footer. That's all I got for today. I'll update you guys next when backfill is done and we are getting ready to frame. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support. Like it if that's something you're into, and also subscribe if that's something you're into. I'm gonna keep updating you guys on this project and the ICF project. There is another project coming down the pike that is going to be very cool, and I'm very excited to share that with you guys soon. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.